We gamers these days can be a fickle and entitled community. We seem to simultaneously both hate and want change at the same time, and with the prevalence of social media such as Reddit and Twitter, our ideas and complaints can gain traction and support, even going so far as to bring about a response from the game developers. Now, sometimes the community's influence on the game is easy to see, such as the recent re-addition of the Quick Play button after it was removed in the free-to-play update. Other times, it may be harder to quantify if it was the community's demands, or just the natural and obvious progression of the game that the devs had already planned. In this video today, we're going to focus on 7 times that the Rocket League community is able to claim direct responsibility for changes and additions to the game. Now, these historical videos are kind of my thing, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do hit that button, turn on notifications, and let's get started. The launch of Free-to-Play and Rocket League Season 1 also marked the first time competitive season rewards were shown before a season started, and so far, I've surprisingly seen only positive responses. Historically though, season reward announcements are usually a divisive time in the Rocket League community. They would come near the end of a season and would immediately start posts about them not being worth the grind, or even petitions to get them changed. This is not surprising because, as I said, we're an entitled bunch, and season reward appeal is always going to be subjective. No one type is really going to please everybody. But these seasonal protests continue partly because there's actually been a few times the community has convinced Psyonix to make an adjustment. The first being the infamous dragon banners referenced here. In summer 2017, there was an announcement about an upcoming new cosmetic feature coming to Rocket League: banners. And to go along with that, the Season 5 competitive rewards would be rank-specific player banners with dragons on them. Now, I think the main response was more confusion than outrage, but the subreddit definitely exploded with posts about these upcoming rewards. On one hand, I understand. Why dragons? It seemed kind of random. But then again, the Draco wheels were some of the more popular and expensive wheels at that time, and the Dragon Lord decal was also a commonly used item, so it's not like the dragon theme was way out of line. Ideas to fix this snack issue, as people were calling it, included replacing them with balls, eggs, even pigeons. But it was this user here whose post got the most response. And funny enough, the altered banners ended up looking not much different when Psyonix announced that they had heard the feedback and that we would be receiving the original rewards and banners that were less dragony, to use their exact words. I think this whole event ended up making a part of the player base feel like they had a strong voice to make change happen, but Psyonix probably learned a little bit from it as well. After the rewards came out, the dragon versions of the banners were still regularly seen in game. People praised them on the subreddit, and I also found a comment later from Psyonix Devin hinting that the data they had also showed that maybe the hate wasn't as bad as it was made to look on social media. The end of Season 6 brought new rewards and new complaints. Players were quick to call out the similarities between the Plat and Diamond wheels when they were announced in January 2018. Rocket League responded that the GIF was not accurate and posted a better pic to Twitter, as well as promising to look into requests to make the Diamond wheels more flashy. Once again, the community got their way, as you can see in this comparison shot of how the wheels turned out in the end. But Psyonix's color problems weren't over yet. In Season 7, Psyonix decided to go back to banner rewards, because there's no way that could go wrong twice, right? Well, this time they also decided to separate rank colors from ranked rewards, in order to give them more creative freedom. I think I've already mentioned how we gamers feel about change. Understandably, the community was not that pleased, especially with the champ banner being gold. Once again, proposed fixes were made on Reddit, but this time Psyonix held firm. Season 8 boost rewards continued the trend, with some of them matching the rank color, while a few did not. For example, silver players received a green boost that season, but by Season 9, the community finally won out. The season reward wheels were all appropriately matched to their rank, a practice that continues down to this day. But the community hasn't only helped push for cosmetic changes in Rocket League. No, we've also had a role in some things you benefit from every day, and probably take for granted. For example, before September 2017, if the ball was in the corner and you were in net, this is what it would look like. But the autumn update that year implemented what Psyonix called the most requested community feature of all time: transparent goalposts. So next time you see someone with a title that shows they started before 2017, maybe be nice to them. They've seen some things. Or not seen some things. It was rough, man. You wouldn't understand. Staying with the game impacting changes, we need to talk about non-standard maps in Rocket League. Now, no doubt if you've played Rumble before, you might have seen a few of these, but you might be surprised to know that some of these unusual maps used to be part of competitive Rocket League and were supposed to become a more prominent feature as the game grew. Now, I won't get into the full story as I discuss it extensively in my 2 Rocket League history videos, but right from when the first non-standard map was introduced in late 2015, this has always been a topic of debate within the community. Psyonix did let it play out for an extended period of time, but eventually after analyzing player data from the map preferences feature, as well as constant community posts to social media, the decision had to be made. September 2017 saw the complete removal of these maps from competitive play. Whether that was the right decision or not is still a discussion that comes up. But with even pros being very vocal in their negative feelings about these unusual maps, Psyonix probably made the right choice at the time. When Rocket League launched, there was just 16 quick chats. And since there was none to switch out, they didn't even show you the list of them in game. And people actually made quick chat cheat sheets you could print off of Reddit to help you learn and use them. Aw, that's cute. Back in 2015, we still thought these would be used as compliments. 9 months after launch, we finally got a quick chat update. 27 new chats, and a menu to pick which ones we wanted to use. A majority of these were directly supplied by the community, and Psyonix was happy to finally provide them. From there, we didn't have any more quick chats added until the recent free-to-play update. Once again, these additions are clearly based on things we've been requesting for a long time. Aw, that's cute. They think these are going to be used as compliments. It is a tradition for Psyonix to give special wheels to in-person attendees of their World Championships. These coveted and rare items are worth a lot, and a great perk that allows players to show off in-game that they were there. These wheels are often special redesigns of current Rocket League wheels, but in Season 7, they pushed it a little too far. The proposed Ninja Pros looked way too similar to the already existing Ninja wheel, not to mention just weren't really a good design in general. In response, there were the usual posts, petitions, and even one item-focused YouTuber was planning on canceling his whole trip to LAN over these wheels. Now, personally, I agree they didn't look that great, but I didn't really expect Psyonix to respond. But they did. The wheels were scrapped and replaced with the Emerald Pros, a wheel that's still based on a previous model, but definitely an improvement over the Ninjas. Rocket League ventured into alternate sports in late 2015 with Snow Day, a holiday event playlist that was supposed to be limited until some passionate players fought back against its removal. After Snow Day came Hoops, Rumble, then Drop Shot, each one a different way to play the game, and each one spawning its own dedicated community that organized more competitive and structured events than the casual playlist could offer. It was the combined pressure of these small groups that led to September 2018, when ranked extra modes was included with the start of competitive Season 9. While this was a move that maybe didn't please everyone, in general I say it was good for the mode to have less levers, no bots, and a bit more structured matchmaking system. Personally, I would say good job to Psyonix for giving these players that like their Rocket League a little different a place of their own. That concludes my list of times Psyonix has listened to the community. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments below. If you're interested in more of the history of Rocket League, be sure to check out my History and Lore playlist linked here. As always, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and use code ROCKETSLEDGE in the item shop to support this channel. Thanks for watching.